I definitely remember taking pictures with my mom's camera when I was younger, probably 8 to 9, and just like messing around. Obviously, it would just be around and my mom would let me use it. When I really started getting into it, I was probably 15 or 16 in high school. The principles of photography haven't changed over the years. It's always been about the light, about the subject, and about the end goal. The cameras have changed and the tool, digital, film, or whatever, but the end goal is still the same. And for me, that's to inspire people and really just to make people happy. A camera works like your eye, where your iris is the f-stop. You would maybe blink and remember that image. That would be the shutter, where your iris is controlling the light coming in and out, and your retina or your brain is the film plane or digital sensor, which is capturing that image instead of the film plane. They're very similar. Obviously in film there's a different process behind that. You have to develop the film and then print it. Or digital, you can just upload it and process it in Photoshop. The photographers that I look up to, they all are documenting what's going on right there, and that's what I do in my work too, I think. I don't want to put too much of my persona in. I'm just trying to capture what's going on right there and then. So over the course of my career, I've shot most of the action sports and some music videos, some commercials, motion pictures. I've been on like B camera units and stuff for. And then on the photography side, I've shot action sports as well, and record covers and portraits for magazines. It's kind of a broad range, and it's funny because in the photography business and the cinematography business, when a client comes to you, they're kind of looking for a certain brand of you. And that kind of hurts sometimes because people like to see you specialized in one thing. And to be honest, I want to be the best photographer or cinematographer I can be. I don't care what you put in front of me. I want to make it look good. That drive and that passion when you're younger and still today, I don't know, it changes as you grow older, I think, through photography, but I think you still have to have it to be able to continue doing what you're doing. If you're not passionate about what you're doing, you shouldn't be into it. You shouldn't be doing it. What really gets me pumped these days to go out on the road and work is to be involved in projects that I really get behind, whether it's environmentally or I haven't been to this place yet and I really want to see it and see it with my own eyes and bring back images that are really going to be able to inspire people, hopefully, to save that place or to be able to go and visit that place so that they can experience it for themselves and make this world a smaller and better place, really, so that everyone's a little bit more connected. Do pictures create an ultimate truth or an ultimate lie? I think that it's all in the hands of the creator of the photograph, really. I like to keep it truthful. I really like using the older film cameras, like the Bolex and the Millikan. The Millikan is an old camera that I believe they developed for showing crash tests, 500 frames a second that the military used to use. Often that's the camera that we use in the water for underwater pass-bys and barrel shots and stuff like that. You can slow the moment down and it's still film. It's real sharp and crisp, and I really like that look. One of my favorite things to do in photography and cinematography is water photography. I grew up swimming competitively, and then I played water polo in college, and I was a lifeguard for 7 years, and just Being in the water is one of my favorite things to be in. You know, I feel very comfortable in it. When you're working with some of the best professional surfers in the world, you can't help to kind of stop and think and go, man, this is a moment. When it all comes together, it's one of the hardest things, I think, personally, to do in photography, because you're immersed in the elements. You have to be an athlete yourself. You have to be in tune with what that athlete in front of you is doing and anticipate their moments and their movements. When you do slow it down, you watch it later, you're like, wow, this is really a moment in history. A lot of the times, the best things happen when all hell's breaking loose, you know, and you're not really going for the perfect light or the whatever, and you're really just out there trying, and the best stuff happens. So there's no set way, whether you're clocking in and you know you're going to be at your desk and you know you're going to get that paycheck. You have to make that happen. You know, you have to go out there and get what you need by making it happen. My end goal is to make people happy. I mean, obviously I want to make a living at this, but I want to inspire people, but I also want to make people happy. My name is Scott Soens. I am a photographer and filmmaker, and I love my job because my office is the world.